Please welcome our next fighter making his way to the cage, Michael Blackjack Jackson.
Welcome to Club Nokia at LA Live for yet another installment of the University of Mixed Martial Arts. I'm Rich Slayton, joined by Donna Gonzalez, here to call this lightweight fight between Michael Jackson and Remington Thorne. 6 foot tall Michael Jackson on his way to the cage right now. The Southpaw has a record of 4 wins and 6 losses. He's a supremely confident fighter.
He is.
Strong mental game, and most recently made a distinctive change. He's been introduced in the past as Power Game, that's his nickname, but tonight he's here as Blackjack, and he chose that name specifically to honor his uncle, the great Jack Johnson.
Very cool.
The first black heavyweight champion of the world in 1908. His great-great-great-granduncle, to be more specific.
That's really cool. That is really cool. And of course, why wouldn't you? If that's your history and your family lineage, why wouldn't you want to honor that? You know, Michael Jackson, speaking of being having great sportsmen in his family, is a great sportsman himself. He took this fight yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Which is amazing for a couple different reasons. Number one, the phrase, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. They called him up, you want to fight? And he said, absolutely, I want to fight. But he also says, I want to give another person the opportunity, like I had, to do what they enjoy. So he is stepping in because he knows that Remington Thorne trained for this fight and was prepared to fight, and he wanted to give him a fight because he had prepped for it. That is an awesome show of sportsmanship.
Well, let's go meet his opponent, Remington Thorne.
And his opponent, Remington Thorne.
On the other side of the cage tonight, making his debut, is 19-year-old Remington Thorne from Saekson Muay Thai. Now, you might be questioning, you have a debut fighter here against a fighter who's 4 and 6. That seems to be a bit uneven.
Absolutely, it does. It shows you a couple different things. MMA is really about who you fight. So the fact that Michael Jackson was willing to step up and take this fight for Remington says a lot. It also says so much about Remington. What he told his coach was, I don't care. I just want to get started. Put me in the cage. I don't care who you put across from me. And his coach had enough confidence in him to know that he's ready for that. So, you know, we are in the amateurs. These are learning steps. This is a place for you to test yourself. What better place to take a fight against somebody who on paper looks better than you, but if you're ready to take it, I say go for it.
This is a fascinating matchup because we have Remington Thorne out of Saekson Muay Thai. I'm expecting this is going to be a heavy striking flow from him.
You would expect that.
On the other side, you have Michael Jackson, the great-great-great-grandnephew of heavyweight boxer Jack Johnson, who also has good boxing in himself. He's long and lanky and loves to throw that counter left as a straight.
You know, and this is his first fight, or excuse me, he's come down to 155 in his last 3 fights, which explains his record a little bit. Maybe he was fighting at
He used to fight upper weight at 170.
And maybe that just wasn't the place for him.
Well, let's see what the cards have in store tonight. Get things started with Salvador Arellano.
Our next fight of the evening is brought to you by That's It Fruit Bar, the 2-ingredient snack, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter. He steps into the cage with a record of 4 wins and 6 losses. 1 win coming by way of knockout. He stands at 6 feet tall and weighing at 154.6 pounds, representing Systems Training Center. From South Central Los Angeles, California, Michael Blackjack Jackson. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter making his debut. He stands at 6 feet tall and weighing officially at 155.6 pounds. Fighting with Saekson's Muay Thai from Miami, Florida, Remington Thorne. Man in charge of the action, Helen goes.
Strap in, folks, for 3 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division between the experienced veteran Michael Jackson and the debuting fighter Remington Thorne. This is the University of Mixed Martial Arts. It starts here. Jackson outside. Ooh, straight left from Michael Jackson. Remington Thorne is down.
I can't believe that looked like it hurt him. I'm
Thorne, though,
surprised.
looking for that armbar. Jackson trying to pull on the punches.
Get out of his guard, Michael Jackson. Get out of the guard, Michael Jackson. Stand up in his guard. Michael Jackson, get out of the guard.
Remington Thorne
Looking for that armbar.
right
Oh my
arm.
gosh, he might have it. He might have it.
Jackson needs to back out of here.
Oh,
There we
jeez.
go. Don't rely on that power game again. Michael Jackson, much smarter this time around.
Maybe Michael's name should be Action Jackson.
Michael Jackson pouring it on here.
Take him down. Michael, keep punching him.
Remington trying to fight off that takedown. Can he do it?
Remy looking for that hip toss.
Remember that kick. Michael Jackson, he's out. He's done. He's on his feet. He's out on his feet, Michael.
And Remington has weathered that first storm from Jackson, and now he's trying to work off the cage, and it looks like he's recovered well. Let's see what he can do.
That straight left was nasty.
That, yeah, absolutely it was. Is he bleeding or is that his mouth guard?
Michael Jackson.
I can't quite tell from here. We talked about that straight counter left, and that's what dropped Remington in the early moments.
You know what? Looks like Michael Jackson tagged him again.
Beautiful control, Michael Jackson. Breathe. You've got 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Nice, he got off the cage. Good for Remington. And now he's going in for a flurry, but Jackson says no. This is an awesome
Short
back and
left.
forth.
This is going off. Nasty short left uppercut from
Was that a
Jackson.
smile from Jackson?
That or his mouthpiece does not look like it's all the way in.
Yeah.
A little fly in there for you.
Oh my goodness. Straight back fist answered by a huge left.
Straight
Jeez.
left, spinning back fist, straight left. Folks, you're getting your money's worth tonight.
Yeah, you are. These guys are really showing up tonight. Taking a fight on one day's notice. Remington wanted to honor his dad's memory, who he passed away when Remington was 11 years old, and he had a huge love for fighting, and he wanted Remington to get into it, and he did, and he really wanted to honor his dad's memory tonight, and I think he did a great job in the first round, and Michael Jackson coming in and doing what we love to see him do.
Our ring girls tonight helping us know what round it is. Amy and Lindsay both
Once you get into a brawl,
are competitive pole dancers,
Incredible
co-founders.
athletes, by the way.
Amy, the co-founder of Pole Sport Organization, and Lindsay, the co-founder of
Pole Champion Series. Both of those ladies are some serious athletes. If you look them up on the internet, good times. Lindsay Kimura, Amy Guyon.
round number 2 on its way.
I can't wait.
Michael Jackson keeping that left cocked and ready, and there it goes, firing early.
My goodness, he is hitting hard.
Big left hand, but Michael Jackson gets caught on the way in.
Oh my gosh, and
pouring it on. Jackson back to his feet with that single leg.
This is a
And
fight.
now Remington goes down.
And Remington working for that triangle. He's really doing. Oh, and he's
And
got
now the
armbar.
arm.
Can
He's
he
rolling
finish
him
it? And he
over.
got into. Jackson trying to roll out of it. If Remington can straighten out that arm, he has it locked in pretty tight.
Jackson's trying to stay
my
heavy.
Goodness. Jackson's in a position where he can defend it. Remington is bleeding from the mouth, trying to finish that armbar. And they both just keep rolling in a scramble. Who can come out on top of this
Jackson
one?
trying to dive into the armbar. Remy, though,
If he can
keeping those
stretch
legs
out right
tight.
now, if he can basically use his core, pull Jackson's arms straight and flatten him out, he's got the armbar.
Michael Jackson doing the right thing, diving deep on that armbar.
But now he's in danger of being triangled. He's got to get both of his arms in. Both arms in, both arms out.
1 minute
Oh,
remaining.
Goodness.
Jackson nearly
Going
loses
for
the
that
arm
triangle.
there.
If he can reach up and grab his shin and lock in that triangle, he's got it. But it's really hard to do with shin guards and with somebody slamming you on your head.
This
And
is
he's
a
got it locked in.
crazy
Can
fight.
he finish it with those shin guards on, or can Jackson pull out? Oh, this is tight. But Jackson looks like he might be able to pop out, and he did! Right back into the triangle, and Remington's going right back for it.
This is one of the wildest rounds we've ever seen here.
Remington going for
at
the
MMA.
armbar again.
20 seconds left. Can Michael Jackson
says
defend?
no. And now Jackson's stacking him, which is exactly how you want to defend an armbar or a triangle in this
seconds remain.
situation. Woo!
And Michael Jackson is out.
Oh my God.
That was a smooth move there. What a round.
Fantastic. And Remington is bleeding a little bit from the mouth. Holy crap, that was a great exchange on the ground. It went back from triangle to armbar, from defense, and Jackson saying, no, you are not getting this. It's really hard to finish a triangle when you have those shin guards on because you can't really lock in your knees into that finger board position. So it gives the fighter in the submission room to get out. And it's plus you've got those gloves on, and it's always hard to finish submissions with gloves on. Man, these guys are tough.
That armbar was dangerous over and over and over again.
Armbar triangle, armbar triangle. Somebody has been doing their BJJ drills.
The classic sequence. You know, it looked like Michael Jackson was pulling away in this fight in the first round. Remington Thorne stalwart in that second round saying, nope, I'm taking control.
Did we talk about this being the classic striker versus grappler?
No, we thought this would be all striking.
Well, we were wrong.
That we were. But let's also give credit to Michael Jackson defending every one of those submissions the exact right way.
Every single one of them. These are two tough dudes.
Everyone wants to pull out of an armbar.
No, you gotta go into it. Go into it. Get comfortable laying on top of that person. They cannot finish the armbar with all of your body weight on top of them.
120 seconds left to decide who's going to win this fight. Will it be the veteran Michael Jackson or the debuting Remington Thorne?
Oh man, this is fantastic.
Jackson looking to set up that straight right.
Grabbing that early, and Jackson going for the takedown. You know what? I'm not really sure. I'd go right back into Remington's guard right now.
I disagree with the choice, but Michael Jackson knows what he feels like he wants to do.
True.
And right now he's landing heavy blows from the top.
You know, he might be like, you know what? You couldn't finish me from there before, so I'm going to get right back into it and finish you now. Let's see what he can do. But Remington he's going for the armbar triangle again.
Looking to push off that cage, trying to sweep that left leg over. And it's over
he just
again.
Went right back into the same position. Let's see if he can finish the armbar.
Right back in the danger zone with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. But Michael Jackson is out.
Giving up position, and now Jackson's got his back. Not a great place to be. If he can get both of those hooks in.
Jackson just riding, no hooks at the moment.
He's got to get that other hook. He's got the hook in. This is a bad place for Remington to be. He's got to fight off those arms. But again, we talked about it. It's really hard to do with those gloves on and really easy to defend.
Just passing the halfway mark of the third round.
There you go, punch.
Remington's got to work to get out of here.
Jackson trying to soften him up.
Out. Get on top. Get on
Now the
top.
danger here, though, is if he turns to his stomach.
Arm triangle. Does Jackson see it? He is. He is trying to finish the arm triangle. He let go of it.
Let's go, but now he's in the mount.
Time to ground and pound. And there he goes. Remington's got to use his hips to get out. He's got to oompa, push him off, or get his hips out. Staying flat on your back right there is nothing good.
Thorne is looking very tired, though.
Yes. And maybe that's where Jackson's experience is going to come into play here. They're both exhausted. They both want to finish the fight.
Big lefts from the top.
And there goes
Jackson
finishing strong.
pouring it on here at the end.
That was a beautiful fight.
Back and forth action in the lightweight division. Michael Jackson and Remington Thorne putting on a show.
J-Tan patting himself on the back.
Matchmaker J10 with the big wow.
J-Tan, I'm a good matchmaker. Which he is, and we love him here.
Well done, J10, putting on a great fight. Look, some matches look like they're not going to be even. On paper, this thing looked like it was going to be super lopsided. And to be fair, from round number 1, it looked like Michael Jackson had a distinctive advantage.
Agreed.
But Remington Thorne put his stamp on round number 2 and made this a competitive fight, and it turned out that same way in round 3.
Absolutely. That. I don't know if we can say that Remington surprised us, but he lived up to exactly what he said he was going to do. Whether or not he comes away with the W, which I don't know. Honestly, it could go either way.
Very, very close fight.
He came ready to fight, and he fought. But Michael Jackson is a vet in the amateur circuit, you know?
Jackson's been around for a while. 2 very talented fighters. Remington Thorne, bright future ahead of this kid. At only 19 years old, a very mature performance.
Very mature performance. He was really able to keep his composure, and some of those punches from Jackson were hard.
Nasty straights coming from Michael Jackson. You know, you have to wonder how close would this fight be if Jackson had been great in the grappling exchanges.
You know what? That's a really good question. Had he continued to stand up, would he able to continue to be as dominant as he was in the first one?
That's an interesting question about, you know, it's sort of a maturity thing. You see some pros know where their advantage lies.
Absolutely.
Amateurs, I think, in mixed martial arts are trained so much to strike and then immediately grapple.
Right.
I think they're mentally geared to do that,
Right.
rather than go, okay, I'm winning the fight here, let me keep the fight here.
Well, I think that is a perfect example why you get to use your amateur fights to teach yourself where you need to improve and how you can do that. When you re-watch yourself, you're like, oh, you know what? I should have kept the standing.
If you're watching this fight and you think you want to fight, go check out the California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization, camo-mma.org, and see what the requirements are. If you're in the gym, you're training, you think you can test yourself, this is a great amateur organization. They take great care of the fighters and
Absolutely.
run a fantastic commission all throughout the state of California.
Absolutely.
And come here and fight at the U. The University of Mixed Martial Arts is always looking for new fighters. People who are willing to go and put it on the line and really put on a great show, like we saw tonight between Remington Thorne and Michael Jackson.
Absolutely. Anybody willing to get into the cage and put in the work in order to get in the cage is usually a fight against themselves about how much work they can put in and you know, get past your own head.
That's why I will never be in the cage, because I don't want to put in that much work.
It's the weight cut. If I could.
It's the weight cut?
Weight cut.
Well, let's find out who wins and who loses with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. First judge scores a fight 29-28. Second judge scores a fight 29-28. Third and final judge scores a fight 29-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Michael Blackjack Jackson.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Michael Jackson. I'm here with the winner, Michael Jackson. Michael, we all know that you took this fight on 1 day's notice in order for Remington to keep this fight. How important was it for you to come in here and deliver for Remington and all the fans?
Remington must have sold tickets. He had a fucking family that want to come see him, and somebody pulled out, so I stepped up and I wanted to just give him an opportunity. Everybody needs opportunities. Thank you, sir. You did a hell of a job.
Fantastic. And Remington, stay with us, Michael. Remington, how happy were you that you were able to stay on this fight card, and how thankful are you towards Michael for stepping up and taking this fight for you?
I told Michael earlier today during weigh-ins, thank you so much for taking the fight, stepping up. I was so excited for this fight. When my opponent, Incarnation, pulled out, I was sad. I wanted to fight really bad. When I heard Michaels took it, I was happy and ready to come in.
Well, you're only 19 years old. It was a fantastic debut. I want to congratulate you for that, Remington, so much. Michael, can you come back over here, Michael? Michael, we'd all like to thank you for such an amazing fight. It was so entertaining for everyone to watch. We want to thank you for taking this fight on short notice. Anything you'd like to say to the fans here?
Thank you guys for showing up and coming to support us and what we do. And thank you for saying it's over, but you said it's almost over. Almost ain't good enough.
A little jab in there. Give it up for Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
Our own Rich Slayton getting called out.
Your winner and not happy with my call, Michael Jackson.
A fantastic display of sports.